Alright, so you slept 6 times. Next, you want to leave. Straight to the left. You'll notice in the top right hand corner, the icon displays a tornado or wind. From here, you want to go into this area. This is Ruby Canyon. Talk to the person in the back here. Mash through the text. Select Sue or whichever character you prefer. And back out of Ruby Canyon. From here, we're going to climb Brani Village. Continue along this wall. You can jump around these corners here, like so. Save a little bit of time. Try to jump up the stairs to preserve momentum. Same for this corner here. Like so. Come back here and we're going to talk to this NPC here. Afterwards, we'll go to character select and we can only select Nobi. So just mash A. Come to the down right, grab that, and we're going to jump down Brani Village now. Our goal is to exit the village, so try to do a good wide jump here, and hopefully not do what I just did, and land on that dock. Your goal is to land past it, so that you stall less. We're exiting the village again. Take a small right here, come down a little quicker. So, there's an interesting way you can avoid fall damage here. By stalling just for a moment to land on that leaf. And the path is more or less the same. We're going back to Emerald Lake. So, this is where what I was talking about earlier. If we jump too late, we won't jump at all. Try to jump before you get onto that small slope. We're going to cut this corner best we can. Try to cut that corner a little. Take a right. Another right. And then continue onward. We're going to do the old familiar friend of the first platforming in the game. Try to get a nice straight line. Take a left here. Walk into this red cloth. And then turn around. Do not go to the back side of this tree. There is a cutscene there that shows. And we don't want to see it. Jump across that. We're going to go back the way we came. Back to Sapphire Falls. We just about fell there. When you get to this bridge, a cutscene will trigger. The villains try to murder us, pretty much. But fell miserably. So after that little text box goes away, go into the menu, go right twice to this item, use it. We'll talk to some characters. Select whatever character you want. I'm going to choose Sue. It warps us to the chief's house. We need to leave the village. Back through the front entrance. Another time. Remember, the way to avoid fall damage here, fall onto second leaf, and then continue onward. What is happening right now is that we're going to get Nobi, who is stranded on the other side of this river. Cut that corner. When you get up here, you'll get some text boxes. Dismiss them. When this one here disappears, go to your menu and just mash A to use this item, the Voice Solidifier, for pretty much the funniest cutscene in the game. Afterwards, jump across, and then jump over that gap, and there's Nobi. Talk to Nobi with B. Back across. We're going back to Brani Village. Unfortunately, this means we have to jump up the beanstalk a second time. Try to stop when you get to it. It's easier to jump into the edge of the hitbox of these leaves and allow the character to scoot around it in most situations. Try to cut that corner there. Back into Brainy Village we go. Cut a deep right. Up the stairs we go. Again, remembering the jump strategies. Scoot it to the wall. Jump real nice and wide there. Another wide jump. Repeatedly jump. When you can, try to stay into a wall when going up slopes in this game. When it's applicable, at least. Try to stay into a wall and jumping. See here, there are no available walls. Go to the center of this kite till you see a trigger, and then walk into the NPC. Pause the game when the trigger fades away. Mash A to use this item here. It's the item that Nobi retrieved from Emerald Lake. It's called the Time Handkerchief. It reverts the object back to a previous state. In this situation, repaired. Mash B. Talk to this NPC. Continue back down to the right. We're gonna go into the house you see in front of us with a green roof. The door is right directly in our path, more or less. In here, go to the right, collect these blue shoes. They're called the Scud shoes. They increase our character's movement speed. Extremely useful. Go back into Ruby Canyon. From here, you'll get a couple text boxes. And we're going to continue till you get to this part right here. See this kind of dark purple strand? Stand to the right side of it. Wait for this tornado to disappear. As soon as it does, run straight to the left. And then hold up when you get to the corner. Up, like so. Mash A to get through those text boxes. And then you get a cutscene introducing us to Ruby Canyon, the second maze in the game. There are 3, in my opinion. This one is, I personally think, the hardest. Walk forward from here, take a right. Come here, we're gonna take a left, and then hug the right wall. Come here, around. You can jump and deactivate this text box in the air to not be stalled. You're gonna walk into this switch. Hold down. We're gonna go back the way we came. So, hug this wall. And then from here, continue this way. Through this little gully. Take a left. We'll get some text boxes right about nowish. Mash through those. Continue forward. You'll see a switch on a wall. Jump into it. Go to the right. We're gonna go through the opening that just opened right there. You can go between these little tornadoes if you go fast enough. Hit this switch. And then we're going to go back the way we came. Hold down right. Turn your camera. Hug this left wall. Until we see a path we can go on that is to the left. And then we're gonna take it. Take this path. Take the next left path. Hug the wall. Sometimes you can avoid taking damage. When you get to this fork, take a right, and then another right here. Here you have a straight path to the end. When you see this cutscene, you've made it. This is Dynolith Ruins, the second dungeon, and what I think personally overall is the most technical dungeon. The boss is extremely easy, and there are some very easy segments of it, but from a platforming perspective, it is certainly a challenge in some aspects. Anyway, after this cutscene ends, continue forward, you'll get another cutscene where the dungeon decides to open. Then we go into the dungeon, and again we get a save prompt. I'm going to choose to save. You can mash B to dismiss this immediately, or you can just go down and select no, or you can save if you want to for safety. I'm going to save for the sake of the tutorial. And here we are. Next up, Dynolith Ruins.